So, what's on tap for the weekend, you ask? I had to squeeze in a quick workout over at Burn Boot Camp, and I just realized I walked out and stole a sweat towel. I promise I'm gonna bring that back. Well, of course, it's another travel weekend, but with a little twist. This weekend, we're pulling off the trifecta. Lauren and I are going back to our roots, college cheerleading nationals. We're going back to judge yet again, so we get to do a little work, catch up with some friends, but that's gonna be followed up with the NCAA Daytona Classic, where 2 of our senior all-star teams are gonna compete. It's their special senior weekend. And at the same time, we have 2 of our teams, Moonstones and Blue Topaz, who are going to compete down at All-Star Challenge in Myrtle Beach. So I'm headed home to finish up packing, and it's time to say goodbye to the boys, which always makes me a little bit sad, I'm gonna be honest. So Mommy and Daddy are traveling again, off to Daytona.
Why does it have to be on spring break?
I know. Coffee.
Dad, did you go to a workout place? Did a workout place?
I did a little workout, yeah. Can you guess?
We're going to set it so it doesn't need 70 degrees. That's just how it is. But in other words, okay.
So there's just as much camera equipment stuck in there than there are clothes, believe it or not.
Oh, you should do a time lapse.
I should do a time lapse?
Yeah.
Somebody give me a hand.
I'll give you a hand. Here you go.
Thank you. Yep. Nice. So I found this little gem from 1998, College Nationals. I still remember when I got this in the mail because I was pretty pumped that the team I coached, UNC Charlotte, actually made it into the brochure. I think maybe I thought we were kind of famous at that point. Off to Daytona we go. And we made it safely here in Daytona Beach. As you can see back here, the infamous band shell, which tomorrow will be filled with cheerleaders up on this stage. And then this whole band shell here is gonna be
full of spectators. And judges.
Yeah, full of spectators and judges. So this is actually the 22nd year of this event. I've been here to everyone either as a coach or a judge, and Lauren's been here as an athlete, as a coach, a spectator and a judge. So we're getting ready to start on a very hectic week. We've got judging first, then our teams compete Sunday, and at the same time, remember back home, 2 of our teams, Blue Topaz and Moonstones, are going to be competing
In Myrtle Beach.
In Myrtle Beach. Good luck to all of our teams this week. Not a lot of behind the scenes from the judging end, but we'll be able to see a lot of our 2 senior teams, Sapphires and Tanzanite. It's really their special weekend, and we make it special with a lot of little activities and stuff. So
Lots of traditions, a couple new ones this year.
We'll see you when we see you. All right, so I wanted to stop and point out something really cool here. Today, there's a few teams out there practicing, but the day after the event is over, this field is gonna turn into a sea of bodies. It's called Stunt Fest, and it's an impressive display of athleticism, the stuff that goes on over here. I'll try to get a little bit of footage there the day of the event. So we've got one of the few breaks we have during the judging of College Nationals. We're on our way, of course, with Lauren and Brandon from California, and Donna from Iowa, and Liz from Jersey. Jason and Justin here.
Oh, this is a video? Hey.
We're videoing.
I was taking a picture. Okay, I guess I'll start moving around now.
So Justin was a mat guy. What were you back then?
Crowd control. I dealt with drunk people at the edge of the mat.
So from crowd control back in like the 70s, right?
Oh yeah. Late 70s.
To now he's like the assistant king of varsity brands.
Yeah, score sheet distribution.
Okay.
I thought we were taking a picture.
Okay, let's take a picture. Ready? And that is a wrap for College Nationals. We had prelims on Thursday, We had finals on Friday, and then a small group of us had to judge partner stunt, group partner stunt, and mascot today. Now we shift gears, judges over to gym owners. We're gonna pack up a little bit. Maybe we'll pop into Stunt Fest, but then we're headed over to the hotel to catch up with our kids about 5 miles that way. So this is exactly what I was talking about, Stunt Fest 2018. And it's hundreds, if not reaching the thousands of people throwing bodies around in the air.
I used to be out there first thing in the morning till last thing at night. Hungry, dehydrated,
Dirty feet.
dirty, exhausted, but we lived for it.
All right, our Uber has just dropped us off to hotel number 2 for the weekend. So it's time to check in with our All-Stars. One of the new traditions we're starting is we're taking our 5 letters, TRLFC, and they are all around, and they're taking each letter and describing an experience that they've had that relates to one of those core values. That's tonight. Tomorrow night will actually be Shower Praise, which is kind of the closing of the whole weekend.
This gym is my second home and it's before my family.
Well, and their actions show their care and love for me and how we love like a family.
I see Victory as a place I can always rely on, and most importantly, a place that I am happy to call my gym.
The sense of home and comfort is one of the best things about this gym. And family sticks together no matter what happens.
When I first came to a practice, my coaches and even teammates all felt like family and automatically felt like this was home.
At this time, we come together as a family, perform as a family, and walk off as a family.
And then for R, I put respecting the core values of Victory, which is basically the TRLFC, and it's just like, when you respect those values, like a lot can't really go wrong because there's like a path set for you to go by, you know what I mean?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Sapphire?
I'm so excited.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Blue Topaz at All-Star Challenge in Myrtle Beach.
And your NCAA Daytona champs, Victory All-Stars!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tanzanite. Now we're headed back to the hotel. And what are you doing?
I want some ice cream.
Sleeping. I'm sleeping.
So sleeping, nap, what else?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. We talked about the traditions we do at our senior trip down to Daytona Beach.
So Friday night we did a team activity where each person had a sheet with their name on it, and everyone gave them, we call it like affirmation.
And then tonight, this is the tradition that we've always had here in Daytona, and that's these guys back here. It's a little loud, but that's mostly because they're crying.
Shower of Praise, or Trail of Tears, as we like to call it. It's a long-standing NCAA tradition where you get to take some time to tell each teammate individually what you love or appreciate about them. So it's a moment to kind of just pause and to love on your teammates.
Yeah, so we take all their phones away, unplug, and this is what you get. You get kids connecting, our athletes connecting with each other, and it's a way for our seniors to close out their year, and they always look forward to this event, our seniors do, so they can have this special time to just kind of wrap up their career at Victory.
It's a special night, so we're gonna go rejoin them.
And we finally made it back. A long trip down to Florida, but we're back here at the gym. And just a real quick wrap up, to this edition of VTV. Daytona is one of my favorite trips because we get a chance to honor our seniors, and they get an opportunity also to really connect with each other on a different level at this trip. One of my favorite moments, this moment embodied kind of what college cheerleading is at NCAA College Nationals. So Lauren is in a role called AccuScore at College Nationals. So whenever there are questions from coaches after a team competes and they get their scores, Lauren's there to explain to them how they got that score, what that score means, and how they can make that score better, or in the rare circumstance that a mistake was made, she's there to help make it right. A lot of these teams that compete at College Nationals are spending their entire year in a support role at games, doing stuff for the university. So their one and only opportunity in a lot of cases for them to compete is down at College Nationals. Lander University competed on day one in preliminaries and they did not make finals. But one thing that NCAA does do is they call it a Challenge Cup. So later that same day they compete one more time, and out of all the teams that go to the Challenge Cup in that division, the team that wins Challenge Cup actually goes through to finals. So Lauren had a situation where a coach ran up to her when she got her scores and she swore there was a mistake made in the scoring. What was a deduction of 0.5 was written to almost look like a 1.5. Well, they went and did the math, checked it again, and sure enough, instead of coming in 5th in Challenge Cup, they actually won Challenge Cup. So the coach asked Lauren, hey, will you come down and explain it to our team? And Lauren was happy to do so, and I think part of it was because Lauren knew she was gonna pull the old American Idol. She was going to go into the room of the people who really made it through but make it look like they didn't make it through, and that's what she did. I've got a little video here that I want to close this episode of VTV out with, just to show you how awesome it was to see just genuine excitement about not winning a national championship or anything like that, but for just getting the opportunity to compete one more day with their team. So let's check out Lander University's reaction to the good news, and we'll see you on the next episode of VTV.
Hi, Mark.